Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Derek. It's me, Derek. That's not right.
Top of the morning to you.
So, it's been going on 24 hours now since the Puyo Puyo incident. How are you doing?
I mean, I let you back inside. So.
Eventually.
You only slept on the porch. You survived.
Yeah, it was.
I gave you a tent.
It was a bit cold and a bit damp, but
it was not even cold. It was 70 degrees.
Maybe
Google told me.
Maybe I'm really cold. Maybe I'm just cold-natured.
No.
You don't know.
Oh!
What?
If you're cold-natured, then why is our house, like, frozen right now?
Like the movie Frozen?
Why am I sitting on an ice cube?
Hello, everyone. How's it going? We've got people in the chat now.
Hi, everybody.
Do we sound okay? You can hear us? Everything's going good? Melee. So what we're doing here is we're going to play, as requested by, Solharoth.
Solharoth.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
You did it. I'm proud of you.
Took me like 6 months to learn to pronounce that properly. This is the Slippy mod, or I actually don't know what exactly the proper terminology to call it would be.
ROM hack.
No, that's not right. I know that.
ROM hack.
GameCube doesn't use ROMs. I know that's not right.
ROM hack.
But yeah, this is the Slippy Net. Ooh, the chat's telling me the Net Play code mod.
Oh, ROM hack.
Yeah, it's a ROM hack. That's right. So it's very, very simple to set up, and it just adds an online play button to the menu. And I already played a few unranked matches to see, to make sure it was going to work right. And what I very quickly learned was, surprise, surprise, the people who want to play Super Smash Bros. Melee online has a lot of correlation / overlap with the kind of people who take Melee very, very seriously and play it at a very, very skillful technical level.
Wombo combo.
I think that's a Melee thing. No, wait, I think Wombo combo might actually be a Brawl thing. I don't know. Somebody will tell me.
It's from that video where the guy's like, Wombo happy feet. That ain't Falco.
Yeah. I knew a few years ago.
You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know what a Wombo combo is.
I feel like I used to, but I've forgotten over the years.
And you call yourself an authority.
So, let's just jump into unranked mode here. I have a direct, play. There's a mode where you can play against a specific person. So, if anyone who already has this set up, wants to go against me, wants to embarrass me on live stream directly, basically. And we all know who the best character in Melee is. That's Donkey Kong, so I'm going to start with him.
If anybody wants to avenge me after the Great Puyo Puyo Massacre of 2020.
But I think the great thing about this is, because I saw somebody say explaining the more technical details of how this works, like its rollback netcode, and I vaguely know what that means. But I think what's really nice about this is that even if you don't know, without any particular technical knowledge beyond just being able to run Dolphin, you can set this up and play it, and it works. It's really, really easy to set up.
I lost internet on my laptop.
Yeah, I see that. I wonder if I also lost internet.
Doesn't look like you have.
No, nobody. Yeah, the stream still seems to be going, maybe.
Okay, I just connected to the thing.
Okay.
I think it's fine now.
Although,
it ain't a good stream if we don't have some problems. Tiny Josh in the past, stop.
Somebody says it feels like you're on the same couch. Oh, when I started reading that, I was like the two of us are on the same couch, and I'm like, well, we are on the same couch. But you mean the rollback netcode, of course.
There we go. Yeah.
No, it really does, though. It has a lag counter in the corner, and it was always just locked at 2 frames of lag.
Yeah, it seemed to run really good.
The first couple of matches, I was just getting destroyed so quickly that I didn't really have time to appreciate it. Also, it does seem though, that sometimes, I gotta like back out and go back in. I don't think there are necessarily a whole lot of people running this right now at any one time.
Well, I guess that wouldn't be surprising.
Ah, there we go. Gonna go against Kai here.
He's got a headband. He's serious.
Yeah, you can tell he's serious. He plays Jigglypuff.
Yeah, you gotta be a crazy man to play Jigglypuff.
Also, somebody said, I thought you made Marth. Well, I do, but, you know, you can... Oh, I did not mean to taunt there.
Now they're gonna double...
Oh, God, the disrespect!
Oh.
Got him!
Wow.
Yes, I'm actually a I was lying. I didn't really main Marth. I'm actually a professional Donkey Kong player.
Why is it so quiet? Where's some music?
Yeah, that I don't know.
It's just two Nintendo characters silently beating the shit out of each other. I don't like it.
Yeah, I could not figure out how to turn the music on. And I don't know why there's no music. But it's okay, this is fine. I mean, we could provide our own music, maybe. You know,
oh, Mackenzie Peters, thank you so much. They say, I love GameCube, my first console to call my own. Oh.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
Mackenzie.
Good old Mackenzie.
The GameCube is, like, nostalgic for me in a very different way, as being, like, a different time in my life. It was, like, the first console I ever had where I could, like, buy games myself.
The first console I ever had, well, that was my own, was Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Well, I played my brother's super old original Game Boy before that, but...
Oh, no, I feel so bad for that Jigglypuff. You know what? I'm gonna give it to him. They self-destruct, I'll self-destruct.
Is this a friendship blooming?
Between me and Kai.
A friendly rivalry for the decades.
But no, like somebody in the chat said a second ago, it really does feel like you're like on the same couch. And it's, you know, very impressive that,
Ooh.
Oh, I was like, that would be a dick move. I'm not gonna do it.
It all comes down to the wire.
Like, it's yet another example here of, like, fans managing to pull something off that Nintendo apparently just can't do. Because
yeah.
Smash Brothers Brawl and 4 and Ultimate all have pretty abysmal online.
Which is really weird in this day and age, with all the money Nintendo has, but... Who am I to question, Reggie?
That is the first game I've ever won online. On Melee.
And you guys got to see it!
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll play as somebody random. Just tell me when. Tell me when to stop.
Now.
Now I'm gonna be Jigglypuff.
What does it mean?
I didn't even mean to do doubles here.
I think you're the cuter Jigglypuff.
But I don't have a headband. I am a little more pink, though.
No, you're way cuter.
That was great.
Destroyed.
Man, what a great stage for Jigglypuff's rollout, too.
Yeah. It's like a racetrack.
Like, even more without music, the slightly unnerving quality of Jigglypuff's voice.
Yeah. It's fucked.
I never played Jigglypuff very much, though.
Yeah, me neither. But I respect Jigglypuff. This is just gonna be you two smashing each other with your tiny jiggly asses.
Yes. With absolutely no music.
Nope.
Oh!
Wow.
Did you see that?
I saw that.
Look how they paused.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Man, I wish Kai knew that they were online right now. That they were.
Oh, they're being streamed?
Yeah.
Oh, Kai, if you're here, let us know.
It was very random. I very much doubt they are.
In some twist of fate, if you're here. Oh, you slept. It's just rude.
Man, nothing's gonna outdo like that rollout though.
No, that was super rad.
I didn't even know you could do that. That was like the best rest I've ever seen. Ooh, going with the air game. Going with the air game.
I mean, they are the balloon Pokemon.
I don't think I ever got into... I don't think I ever got into, like, aerials very much.
Yes, aerials.
The problem is I'm not wave dashing enough.
Back in my day, we were all about aerials.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, little hitch there. Like it'll occasionally hitch for just a second. But, like, it doesn't like, affect anything. Nothing seems to get out of sync.
It doesn't start running at, like, 5 frames per second.
Like Ultimate does.
Yeah.
Oh, they went for it.
Oh, ass on head. Ass on head, wind up dead.
I like that they also respect me. Like they could have killed me there, but they didn't.
Kai's a good person. You hear that, Kai? We respect you. If you ever happen to see this.
I bet I'm boring all of the, like, real Melee players.
You're fine.
Like, oh, you should have teched that one. Oh!
Oh, no!
Very nice, Kai. Very nice.
Kai.
Any competent fan modder does what Nintendo don't. Alright,
No! Oh, sorry! Now! Oh, ooh. Congratulations.
Does Kai exclusively play Jigglypuff?
I respect him even more. He's a Jigglypuff in a sea of Falcos.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened to me in my first match. It was a Falco who just, like, if he got one hit on me, then I was dead.
Yeah.
One of
That dude
those.
was brutal. He's like a Falco in a shiny white outfit.
Yeah.
Like an angel of death. Oh, Arkodinchian says it's fun to see more casual play.
What a backhanded compliment.
Kitsune Metal says the ultimate duel against Jigglypuff to see who can fall asleep first.
Yes.
That's what I call gaming.
By the way, the other games on the old docket for today are oh no, what are they? Oh yeah, Kamen Rider, a Kamen Rider game for the Wii. And then Alicia is going to play Devil May Cry 5.
Yep.
Don't sound like you're gonna throw up over it.
I'm just worried, okay?
Everybody's gonna love you.
I'm scared that I'll disappoint people, because I'm not like those super smooth guys on the YouTube videos who can, like, triple S in, like, 3 seconds, okay?
But you are much, much, much better at it than I am.
I don't know.
You are!
If it was Bayonetta, then Devil May Cry is just, it's more complicated. I love Devil May Cry so much. But, like, it takes a while to get to, like, being an expert.
Man, for all my talk about, oh, Marth was my main. Now I'm getting beat by the Jigglypuff.
Yeah, well, this guy, like, lives and breathes Jigglypuff, apparently.
Yeah. Also, I pretty much exclusively played Marth against either Roy or other Marths.
Jigglypuff is a wild card.
Most of my friends mained either Marth or Roy in Melee. Except for Lennon, who mained Sheik. And and he was, like, the best of all of us.
Yeah. Oh, Mackenzie Peters again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
They say, not dissing Melee, but it drives me nuts when I see so many gamers say Smash Bros. Is the only game on Cube worth playing today. So many hidden gems. There are so many hidden gems.
Yeah, Custom Robo.
Eternal Darkness? It's not really a hidden gem, though.
No, in all honesty, okay, let's think of games that are still GameCube exclusive. Let's say that.
Yeah.
So Eternal Darkness is definitely one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
It's debatable whether or not it would count, but you know, Twin Snakes is still blocked to the GameCube.
Oh, Harvest Moon? I love the Harvest Moon GameCube game. My brother got mad at me because I played it too much. Man, people are dunking on you in the comments.
For what?
Oh, they're saying, I'm starting to see why you made Sonic in the new games.
Why is that?
He says, your character doesn't seem to affect your play so much.
Well, at this point, too, I'm just, like, most of what I've done in Smash Brothers over the past, 12 years is, like, very different from how this game feels.
Oh, of course. Hey, you're doing, like, 10 million times better than I would be doing.
I was probably somewhat better at Melee at one time. Though I was never remotely competitive at it.
Oh yeah, original Animal Crossing on GameCube.
Yeah. With the NES games.
Yeah.
Therefore, the best version of Animal Crossing.
And then, you know, all the Wind Waker, all the Metroid Primes.
I mean, like, not very many other people at all will care, but probably the GameCube games, the exclusive GameCube games that I'm probably the most nostalgic about are WWE Day of Reckoning.
Oh.
Because, man, we played a lot of those.
Luigi's Mansion. Although you hate Luigi's Mansion.
I don't hate Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, I know.
I just think as a launch game, it was a bit strange.
Yeah, I think it's great. Oh, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, of course.
Haven't gotten there yet.
Ooh, the Chicken Lord drops his Gambit. Sonic Heroes.
That's not GameCube exclusive, though. Oh, no. Oh,
Dr. Connor's class!
I got so caught up in what I was doing.
I forgot all about it.
Okay, I'm gonna stop fighting this Jigglypuff now.
No, Kai!
I'm sorry.
We're gonna get someone lame this time. Watch.
Or we'll get somebody who will kick my ass in 12 seconds.
We'll get, like, Meme Lord 69 and he'll be a butthole.
How? You... Ooh. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
He's red
This
and
guy
angry.
this guy knows what he's doing. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh. Ow. Oh, there he goes. Oh, gosh. I'm getting stressed out just watching this. I'm excited for
Oh,
this.
did you see that wave dash?
Yeah, I saw it.
Ooh, I just wave dashed. I can
Ooh,
do it.
I'm proud of you.
I can do it like
I
one.
never could figure out how to.
I can pull it off about one out of every 4 times I try it.
You sound like Kermit and Katara. What does that mean?
You know, the Kermit thing is something I've got used to getting in high school a lot.
You don't sound like Kermit. You sound like a cool guy.
I mean, I never thought so either, but
Or
it's
is
not
it,
unprecedented.
Or are you saying that I sound like a mixture of Kermit and Katara? Because I'm alright with that. I'll own it.
I don't know. Give me one of Katara's famous catchphrases.
We have to have hope, guys.
It's pretty good.
I love Katara. Also, who doesn't love Kermit?
Alright.
Kermit is a great boy.
Yeah, there are certainly worse Muppets to be compared to.
Yeah, like,
Beaker.
I don't know, I love all the Muppets.
Oh.
Like Oscar the Grouch. Oh, I love him, though. Love the Cookie Monster. I mean, those are Sesame Street. I guess those aren't technically Muppets, but you know. Jim Henson Company.
Watch Defunctland, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Man. All we hear is his angry beeping.
Aggressive beeping. So now he's got a full bucket.
My bucket's full of rage for you.
And I appreciate that.
Not at you like yesterday. Gonzo is top 5 Muppet. Top 5. I don't know if it's my favorite. If he's my favorite Muppet.
When I was a kid, my favorite was Rolf.
Which one is Rolf?
The dog.
Oh!
The piano playing dog.
Yeah, I love the piano playing dog. Swedish Chef is great too. I love him.
Oh, jeez. Although my favorite Sesame Street was probably Grover. And
Grover is excellent.
And Super Grover specifically. Oh, the disrespect. Did you see that?
What a dick.
Not letting me get my taunt off.
My favorite was Elmo when I was little. My grandpa... I don't know if I want to tell that story.
What are you responding to?
Oh, someone said Miss Piggy worst Muppet. My grandfather is a very silly man. He used to carry around a picture of Miss Piggy in his wallet.
Yeah!
And say that she's his wife.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, can't jump. I'm gone.
I don't... Bring back Kai. Bring back Kai.
Kai was just playing Jigglypuff.
Yeah, but he was a true sportsman.
I'll play Jigglypuff again in honor of Kai.
Rory, if that is your real name.
This is definitely going to go much better for me this time. Should have played Headband Jigglypuff.
Yeah, that's where the true power lies. In the green silky headband. Mackenzie Peter says, hey Josh, if you want a fun racing game exclusive to GameCube, check out Tube Slider. It's similar to F-Zero and Wipeout, but warning, it's pretty expensive.
Wow, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either. That's wild.
Yeah, I feel like I was, the GameCube was like the only, a live console that I had for most of its life, so I feel like I kept up with it, pretty well.
Yeah.
At least I played, the big games on it.
Oh! You got him!
Yeah, one!
One!
In the words of Snap's Cube.
Oh, that's just rude.
I'm just gonna keep trying to sleep him. I think that's the way to go.
Jigglypuff's most dangerous move. Giving you a good night-night. Wow!
Man, I do miss Kai. Remember when he rested me out of a rollout?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That was crazy.
Kai, if you're out there, I hope you're having a good night. Well, I mean, you're definitely out there, but you know what I mean. I hope you're playing Melee with the stars.
Oh God. One thing about Jigglypuff is he's so light. Very
light. Balloon Pokemon. Oh, Half-Baked Memes wants to know your favorite N64 game?
If the first one that comes to mind is probably Banjo-Kazooie. So, yeah, I'd say it's that.
Yeah. Mine's probably Majora's Mask.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Banjo-Kazooie's like a close second.
Oh God!
Oh! You played yourself!
Yeah, it's easy to do with Jigglypuff.
Yeah, give him your little fist.
Ooh.
You got this?
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Oh no.
I'm just gonna keep trying to rest him. No, I'm not. I'm gonna die.
Goodbye, Jigglypuff. Oh yeah, what about Conquer? Inquires the Chicken Lord draws.
Probably Conquer is probably a little more technically impressive. But if I could only play one or the other. Ooh, Donkey Kong.
Majora's Mask is probably my favorite Zelda, too. But it's hard for me to choose between Majora's Mask and Wind Waker.
Yeah, you know, I got really into playing Wind Waker, like, about a year ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
And made it through, like, maybe half of the game.
Yeah. I was playing it pretty good a couple of weeks ago. I need to get back to that.
Yeah, the thing about Majora's Mask for me has always been, like, or I guess most Zelda games, is if I fall off of them for a while, I come back and I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
Like, once I lose momentum on it, it's really hard to get it back.
Yeah. It's just kind of hard to, especially in Majora's Mask, you know. Because there's just so much you have to do in, like, a specific order to, like, unlock new dungeons, or...
Man, this guy might be, I'm just speculating here, might be a little bit better of a Donkey Kong than me.
Those are flies?
Just maybe. Maybe he has a little bit more skill in some areas.
Oh, Evan Seward says, if you could add another Sega character to Smash that isn't a Sonic character, who would you pick?
Man, like a lot of questions like that, I feel like I have really good answers for them.
Yeah.
But, like, it's gonna take me a second to pull it out.
Yeah. I mean, Bayonetta and Joker already got in there. So. Yeah,
exactly. I'd probably go with somebody really obscure who, like, hasn't been around in a long time. Like Vector Man or Rystar.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, there's a part of me that wants to pick, like, a Virtua Fighter character or something, too, but I feel like that would be a little too obvious.
Yeah, maybe.
So, like, if I have the opportunity to add any Sega character...
But, you know, I'm shocked there isn't a Virtua Fighter in Smash.
Well, Akira is an assist trophy.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. Like, it's represented in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but Virtua Fighter is such a big deal, you know? I feel like they should have a character.
So yeah, I'd probably go with, like, Vector Man.
Ooh, yeah! Daddy Kiryu from Yakuza!
I'm surprised you didn't think of him.
Because I'm dumb. Kazuma Kiryu, my father!
Well, you might have been thinking of it in terms of, like, legacy Sega characters, you know?
Yeah.
Olden day Sega characters. Oh, the knee!
Oh, or the dude
Man, I feel good about that one.
Or the dude from Shenmue.
The dude from Shenmue, yes.
Ryu Hasuki, I'm assuming.
I think he meant Tom.
Yes, I think he did too.
The thing about adding Tom is like the tornado kick would just make like it'd break the game.
It'd break the entire game. It'd break like the game literally. You would try to get it out of your console and it would just be cracked in half.
Well, that's if you did the real tornado kick, man.
Yeah, true. Oh, Half-Baked Memes wants to know, is there any game console you've ever really wanted to own, but just didn't end up getting for one reason or another?
Until recently, yeah. That'd be the original Xbox.
Yeah. But now we have them.
And that happened because, like, in high school, I was just incredibly, like, one of my GameCubes broke and the other one got stolen. And I had so many games for the GameCube that I kept having to, like, spend Christmas presents and shit, like, replacing my GameCube. But, like, you know, being in quarantine, I was like, you know, it'd be a good quarantine project, finally getting an Xbox. So I did that, I think, a couple months ago now?
Yeah, it's a couple months ago. And we played Jet Set Radio versus together.
Like, probably, what I wanted to play more than anything was, like, an Xbox exclusive that's, like, never been backwards compatible and never released on anything else. Crazy Taxi 3. So it was pretty crazy to finally get to play that.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't find Phantom Dust, though. That's a weird, cool Xbox game.
I'm sure we could find it if we looked.
I played it a good amount as a youth. PK Phazon64 says, have you ever played any of the earlier Castlevania games?
Oh yeah, I think I've played almost all of them at some point.
Yeah, I've played a good many of them.
Although not very much of them. Like, I've always, like, especially ever since I did the Metroid season, I've always had, like, an intention to eventually do a Castlevania season. Yeah. So, like, I don't want to get into them too much.
Yeah, makes sense.
I did play quite a bit of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night last year, though.
Bloodstained's really fun. It's getting a sequel, too!
Oh, I'm gonna lose this one.
Bloodstained 2! Bloodstained 2!
That's okay, Donkey Kong deserves to win. I thought the NES, like, the 8-bit style Bloodstained was getting a sequel.
Oh, I thought it was like the regular.
It's like the
I could
3,
be wrong.
the 2.5D one getting the sequel too. I'm not sure.
I
Oh,
thought it was
apparently
like-
Phantom Dust is free on Windows 10.
What? Really? That's so cool. I didn't know that. What the fuck? I don't know anything.
All right, I think I'm gonna play one more game on here, and then we'll move on to the next one. Who should I play as?
Pichu.
Pichu. Okay. Let's do Pichu.
Oh, Keymaster wants to know thoughts on the Wario Land series. Wario Land.
Well, I don't think I have like super like. I don't think I have a strong opinion. Oh, it's one of these guys, baby. It's one of these guys.
It's another White Jacket Falco.
Oh, this ain't gonna last long.
I'm so sorry. Oh Lord. Oh. Oh no. Pichu. Pichu. Oh, THZ Zamkos asks, TGC, which do you like more, Melee or Ultimate?
Oh, Ultimate. It's not even a contest.
Yeah. Ultimate just has so much.
Like, if you watch my old videos on them, like, I understand why Melee has, like, the popularity and the legacy that it does. Mm-hmm. But I have a lot more fun with Ultimate.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's something to be said for, like, balancing, like, accessibility with, you know, skill mastery, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah.
And while Melee is Melee turned out this way totally unintentionally.
Yeah.
But
Melee's too complicated for me. It stresses me out.
But I do definitely think Brawl tried way too hard to walk that back.
Yeah.
Although, oh my god, look at that shit.
Oh, Alien Run asks, since you're playing Melee, I gotta ask, was there any specific reason you never got into the competitive scene, or is it just something you never bothered to look into?
Mostly I think it was probably just that, like, the competitive scene was all, like, local stuff, and I didn't want to go anywhere or leave the house.
Yeah.
I was just being antisocial about it. Like, I probably would have enjoyed it if I had, but, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Darkwing Spartan, yeah, I feel that way whenever I try to play a fighting game online. Like, I got really into playing Persona 4 Arena online, but, like, I just kept getting my ass kicked, because there's, like...
look, we're completely even. We're both down to our last stock.
Even.
This could really go either way.
But seriously, it always feels like there's, like, a bunch of really, really good characters, and they just destroy everybody, and it makes me feel bad.
I mean, that's kind of, like, always been, like, the problem with online games in general, is that, like... especially, like, within a few months of the launch of most games, the people who are still left playing them are the super hardcore people.
Yeah.
And so it can be really, really difficult to get into.
Yeah.
If you don't already know how to play it at a high level. Like, you know, I've talked about how much I love Dragon Ball FighterZ, but, like, it's no fun to play it online. Because I'm not that good at it.
Fighting game people get intense.
But it's always been a really hard balance to strike, because, like, what would always happen to me is that I would get just good enough to be competitive with my friends, and never any better than that.
Yeah.
But okay, I see Kamen CJ is here. Hello, Kamen CJ.
Hi, Kamen CJ!
We're doing your game next.
Yeah, you're right on time, dude.
But yeah, so if you're just getting here, what we've been playing is the, like, slippy rollback netcode for Super Smash Bros. Melee, which adds an online play option, and it works extremely, extremely well. Like we were saying earlier, it feels like you're sitting on the couch next to somebody. Mm-hmm. It's another case of, like, the fan modding community doing something that apparently is just completely impossible for Nintendo to do, and that's making good online play for Smash Brothers.
Yeah, really weird.
So, give us a second, we'll get the next game set up, and we'll be right back.
Boom, 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 boom.
And we're back on. Alright, this next game is Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes. What a great name. For the Wii. The message, this is requested by Kamen CJ, appropriately enough, who wanted me to say, alright, I got the Climax Heroes game that all you Riders fans wanted. Happy? And as has there ever been a Kamen Rider game that's... Yes, there's one for Sega CD. I know the answer to this.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one that's been localized, like, that's made it out of Japan. But yeah, a Sega CD Kamen Rider game got localized. Which is hilarious because it has a terrible English dub. It's one of those FMV games.
Yeah, that was great. We played through it one day. It was like Kamen Rider Black RX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, am I a baby child or a big friend?
You're a baby child.
I'm a big friend.
Aw. Only I get to declare.
So, as usual, personally, I don't know about you, but I don't speak Japanese.
Nandayo.
But I love that.
I forgot about Kamen Rider Dragon Knight on the Wii.
But
that makes sense. That's the one they made Americanized. Yeah.
Showtime. I know that one.
That's what he says when he turns into wizard.
Yeah, you'll have to help me with the lore here because I know to this day most of what I know about Kamen Rider is actually the 1995 Saban series Masked Rider.
Oh God.
which I do remember watching as a kid.
Oh, thank you, Kamen CJ.
Thank you, Kamen CJ.
There's also Kamen Rider Dragon Knight for the Wii that got released over here. Yeah. Thank you so much, dude. Darkwing Spartan says, nah, Mega Man was based on a bunch of 70s Japanese things.
Oh, was Mega Man based on Kamen Rider? Yeah, I'd never heard that before.
Yeah, I'd never heard that before either.
But, you know, like, a lot of this stuff does sort of share some similar DNA.
Yeah.
Although outside of Japan, just anything that looks even a little bit like this is just going to be compared to Power Rangers.
I know, even though they're quite different. I mean, there's similarities, but
but they don't look all that different. I get it.
Yeah.
We don't really have an equivalent word for tokusatsu, so
no,
it's just a Power Rangers show. So this is a fighting game. There's lots of kicking. There's lots of having a really big knee brace and using that to your advantage.
How is this cool rocket leg? I love Fours. Fours is one of my favorites.
You can attack with a guitar.
Lizard Lord 4K says they're streaming a couple of Kamen Rider series on Verve, particularly the very first one. I didn't know that. That's really cool. I've seen a lot of the first series.
So I tried this one out a little bit earlier just to make sure it was working right. And the main thing that strikes me about a game like this is like, man, I wish this was Power Rangers instead.
Yeah.
Or rather Super Sentai, because then I would get it.
Yeah.
Then I would understand.
Oh, Kamen CJ, thank you.
Thank you so much.
For the super chat, they say Capcom. I keep wanting to say fucking Kamen. Capcom actually did make their own Tokusatsu Madan Senki Ryukendo.
All right, I'm gonna play as Dex, the Masked Rider.
Ooh.
Not really, but
I was just going with it.
that's what it looks like to me. I don't know who anyone else is. Who should I fight?
You should be Kuga. Kuga. Kuga.
Also, like, I can tell that there's all kinds of, like, different customization options.
Yeah, Kuga's got a bunch of different forms.
And I don't know what any of it means. Which Kuga should I be?
Just the regular Red Kuga.
Red Kuga, okay.
Red Kuga.
And we'll fight at the heliport, because why not?
Yeah.
Somebody says the only Super Sentai I've seen is Japanese Spider-Man, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's where Sentai got its super.
Change Leo Fardon.
Okay, what do I got here?
Oh, Kuga's great. I watched so much of it, but I never even actually finished it. I really need to. I love Kuga. and Godai Yusuke.
So this is pretty interesting. Like it's mostly on a 2D plane, but you can hit up and down and like run around in circles around somebody.
Yeah, this one seems really fun.
Like I have very little idea of how to actually play it, but it seems a little bit like at least inspired by Marvel vs. Capcom, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But just like, ooh. See, I didn't do anything to activate that. It just seems to happen after a while.
Yeah. It looks like you fill up a barb down there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Kamen CJ. He says, did you check out the link I sent you on the controls?
Yes, I did. And thank you for super chatting so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude.
Ooh, I've got a... Yes.
Ouchie.
Got him.
Gave him the big stab. Kuga!
Ooh, he turned into Green Kuga.
Ooh.
Oh, earlier I did one of those moves, and they just got up like it was fine, and then I kicked them once and they died.
Oh, no. Rough day.
Also, the R button jumps, so that's kind of unusual. Oh yeah, because you hit up and down to run in those directions, so
Yeah.
you gotta have a different jump button.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, Black RX has such a good theme. The original Black theme was really great, too.
The Masked Rider theme was not so hot.
No. No, it was not.
Masked Rider! Masked Rider!
Jesus.
But did Black RX have Furbus? That's what I want to know.
No, it didn't. Oh, but Kuga's theme is so good. No fear, no pain. Wait, no.
Oh yeah, you just
No, it's Kuga.
you just randomly start singing stuff like that sometimes.
Because it's good?
Yeah, like all in all, my first impression of this game, like I said, was like, man, I wish this was Super Sentai because I would love it. Like, I can tell that, or rather, I wish Super Sentai would get a game like this.
Yeah. I'm sure it does have one like this.
I feel like I would know about that.
I just feel like it's kind of inevitable.
Oh, Kamen said I should play as Black next.
Oh, yeah, do it.
It has both Kamen Rider 1 and 2, who look very similar.
2 has 1 stripe. 1 has 2 stripes.
Wait, what?
On their shoulders. 1 has 2 stripes. 2 has 1 stripe.
Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but that's how it is.
Okay. But yeah, like, just mainly, like, the customization options that some of these characters get.
Kamen Riders usually have, like, a million different forms. So.
Yeah, that's O's.
Yep. That is O's.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of his show, because it ran at the same time as Go Kaiger.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, too. I never got too into it. I heard it got really good, though. I always meant to give it another shot. I need to get caught up on Kamen Rider. I haven't watched... The last one I watched all the way through was Kamen Rider Drive, and that was
this
a
guy
million
looks
years
cool.
ago. Kamen Rider Drive is great, though. If you like Kamen Rider, you should watch it.
Oh, Darkwing Spartan says, yeah, there is that Power Rangers fighting game. That game is great. That game is absolutely fantastic. So what's the difference between Kamen Rider Black and Kamen Rider Black RX?
Black RX...
She looked at me very slowly like I was a fool.
No! I mean, Black RX is a sequel series, but honestly, I don't really know what the difference is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going off. You were going to go off on me like, what do you mean? What's the difference?
No, I wasn't.
I have to forgive them.
I have to forgive them. Yeah, I know Build is supposed to be really good. I really want to watch it. My brother was telling me I need to watch it.
Ooh, I shined my belt laser at him.
Ooh! Yeah, of all the ones, like, I started watching Ghost, and I didn't really like Ghost very much, so I kind of, like, fell off from there. But I always meant to get back into it.
The few who get it will appreciate this. Superman punch from the big dog!
Oh my god.
Big dog with the big dog! And here comes another big dog for the big dog! If you don't get it, I'm sorry.
I liked it. Oh, there it goes!
I thought it was supposed to be a rider kick. That wasn't a kick.
have a
Oh, here it goes. Here it goes.
I
There
have
it
a
is.
rider punch and a rider kick.
Oh, okay. But do they have a Riker maneuver?
I've never seen one.
Do they ever punch with both fists while kicking with both feet?
Give it time. The strongest Kamen Rider.
Ooh, climax time.
Ooh.
He jumped. That felt nice.
Oh yeah, RX is a lot lighter in tone. Like the original Black is like really weird and dark.
Is RX the one with that water scene, that
Yeah,
over the
where he's
top
like,
water scene?
Yeah.
That's great.
RX is quite silly. Oh, Lizard Lord 4K asking again. Oh, sorry about that if I didn't see it. Is there any lesser known game from a previous generation you want to see ported that otherwise hasn't been?
Oh god, yeah, I'm sure there's tons of them.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like
Thinking about it.
Yeah. But in general, I feel like a lot of
He got exploded.
A lot of games from like after gaming went 3D, it seems like there's a lot less. More and more, you get less ports and less remakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's because like games get more complicated over time. Mm-hmm. But we probably talked about this on stream before. But like I feel like Valve.
I think people are getting frame drops.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It
says our stream's fine.
Yeah, we haven't seen any problem on this end.
Let us know if it keeps going though.
Kamen says Kaiksa?
Kaiksa uses both feet in his finisher.
Okay.
I didn't know that! I'm not very familiar with Kaiksa though, I'm sorry. I'm a bad fan.
But I think we've talked about this before, like...
Hibiki.
Hibiki?
Hibiki. Down.
Oh, down.
Down.
Okay.
Left.
Got it.
Hibiki. I love Hibiki.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
What have you done?
I went back to the menu. I feel like Valve is a Valve collection could be really, really, really cool.
Oh, yeah. I'm honestly shocked that Half-Life 2 hasn't been, like, remastered or remade completely.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, it's backwards compatible on Xbox One.
Yeah, true.
And it's on PlayStation Now. Like, not that that's the best experience.
Oh, that explains it. I never watched Fies. I thought it looked... I heard it's, like, weird and spooky in a weird way.
Kamen wants me to play Ryuki.
Oh,
so,
okay. Be Ryuki.
So I'll go with that. Which one is Ryuki?
Oh, left, up. Ryuki.
Ryuki. Got it. Oh, and there is the Red Dragon Thunder Sword. Now I know what that is.
No, yep.
I know it's not the Red Dragon Thunder Sword.
I know. Honey. I was humoring you.
Before anybody corrects me.
I was humoring you.
And I will go against Decade here, who, like the Gokaiger, can transform into any previous Kamen Rider, I understand.
Yes. Too bad that series was kind of poo.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Decade, but...
Toei actually made fun of themselves for that.
Yeah.
Like, they did a crossover special with, like, Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, and in one of the promotional videos they made for it, they kind of, like, made fun of the fact that, like, with Decade, they learned a lot of what not to do. Yeah. to make Gokaiger better.
I'm really glad that Kamen Rider Black's actor got to come back for their episode, though. He really loved being Kamen Rider. He, like, has a steak shop, and he puts little black RX symbols onto his steaks. Mm-hmm. It's really cute.
Actually, what this guy really reminds me of, though, is Goseiger with the card theme.
Oh, yeah.
Like, those look a lot like Goseiger cards.
Oh, they really do, though. Yeah.
Here we go. There it is.
Mm. Yeah, his rider kick's really cool.
I think I got him.
I think he did too. It's fine. He's fine. Decade has a really cool design, though. It's a shame.
You don't even get a second round after that.
No.
Oh, he just shot me.
Oh, I didn't know Decade ever came back. Wow.
I knew he was in, like, the Super Sentai specials, but I didn't either.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a cool one, too, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his is cool. You know, he's based on a bug, too. I saw a picture of it. It's like this weird little stripey thing.
Are Kamen Riders not always based on bugs in some way?
Well, I mean, like, you got Ryuki. Hibiki isn't really based on a bug, but... I just didn't know he was based on a bug when I first saw him.
I wonder if I can play as the motorcycles in this game.
I hope so.
I need to use my aerials more, I think.
Man, yeah, a lot of the rider themes make great battle themes because they get you pumped.
Yeah. This is not gonna kill him this time, but it's my only chance.
Ow. He rolled.
Yeah, there he is. He changed into a different one.
Was Five based on a shark? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Go down! There we go. The obscure card-faced bug, yes.
It's a real bug! It's cute. It was like, it has little pink stripies.
Alright, now I'll play as your suggestion, which
Kiva
was...
was based on Jack-o'-lantern. Hibiki! Left, left,
Left?
left, 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 left. Hibiki!
Ah! Gotcha. I don't know what any of this means.
I don't speak Japanese.
And I will go against, Kaiksa.
Kaiksa!
As Kamen said, I think that's the one Kamen said kicks with both legs.
Yeah, he did.
But does Kaika punch with both fists? At the same time.
It's only a half Riker maneuver. Your Hibiki.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, hit it with your little drums!
I don't... Wait, what?
No! In Hibiki, the writers have, like, musical instruments. Hibiki has his little drums.
Oh, this is great! I love this!
Hibiki's great.
No, I approve of this big time.
Hibiki's really cool. He was, like, an older guy, Kamen Rider. He was chill. Sang about dolphins. I loved him a lot. But then the second season wasn't as good as the first season.
Is that also me?
Yes.
Oh. But I look so different.
Kamen Riders change forms sometimes.
Oh, those are great. I was hoping my climax would be playing him like a drum set.
Oh God, yeah.
Whoa! Wait a minute. what is that move?
He's breathing fire.
Oh man!
Really great.
This is the best fighting game of all time. I can see why you want me to play this. What are you gonna do?
What are when you see that coming at you?
Exactly.
You shit yourself. That's what you do. Yeah,
and then you get burned. Take this. That's the animation is so dopey.
It's great.
And yet the attack is so effective. Oh, you never stood a chance. Let's be real.
Oh, his name is Kaiza. We've been saying it wrong. And Kamen CJ is sad about it. Sorry.
We don't know.
Kaiza. I didn't really watch Vice, like I said.
Did you know that Power Rangers is actually a show from Japan called ZU Ranger?
Hibiki, I love you!
Alright, comment, are there, like, any other modes you'd like us to try out?
Yeah, just let us know.
You're gonna have to tell me where they are if they... You would try Kabuto? Or Kabuto? I don't know.
Left.
Now I'm paranoid about pronouncing them
Down.
wrong.
Right. Kabuto.
Does Kabuto have a form where he changes into Kabutops?
No, I'm sorry.
Dang it! I'm gonna fight some scissors.
Scissors!
I like how the chat is so much more knowledgeable about this than I am.
Yeah.
Kamen CJ says, is there a mission mode?
I
don't
tell
know!
you.
I can't read Japanese. I'm really gonna miss that fire-breathing attack, though.
Yeah, it was really good, right?
Yeah, like, he just does that. That's not nearly as good.
Oh, Proto Luigi wants to know, what character do you want to see in Smash?
Lots of them?
Yeah.
Like, I think questions like that are a little more interesting, like, if you give me some kind of limits, because otherwise I'm just going to say, classic Sonic and Tails duo.
Yeah. Which would be really cute.
And I've talked about that a lot, I feel like.
I want Leon S. Kennedy. Or Jill Valentine. Someone from Resident Evil. Kind of shocked that hasn't happened.
I'd love to have Raiden.
Yeah, Raiden would rule. Like, do you mean Metal Gear Solid Raiden, or
What other Raiden is there?
Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat is Raiden.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Speaking of pronunciation.
Yeah. But it's not supposed to be.
No, like, I love how every character has, like, their own little interface down there at the bottom, you know?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like, you can tell, like, they really, really cared to, like, one problem with games, like, that have this big of a roster, like, a lot of Power Rangers games end up suffering from this, is that, like, it might have quite a few characters, but, like, they all sort of play exactly the same way.
Yeah.
And, this doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Ooh, or Professor Layton. I still stand by that I'd want Professor Layton in Smash.
Like, there was this really, really awful Go Kiter game on the Nintendo DS. And despite the fact that I knew it was awful and wasn't having fun playing it, I still beat the whole thing because I liked Go Kiter that much.
Yeah.
Ooh, he reflected it!
Oh no.
He reflected my move.
With his sizzies.
But I can get him. I can. Oh, I don't have a button there.
I like Kabuto. I watched a good amount of Kabuto.
Darkwing says Doom Guy or Dante, or maybe Mega Man X. Mega Man X would be cool.
Or Dante. Or Doom Guy. I'd like any of those.
Doom Guy, I feel like, and I know people said similar things about Smeg, but, like, to get him in there and still keep it rated T for teen.
Oh, they put Bayonetta in there and she does straight up torture attacks and shit.
This is true. It could be done.
If you got Bayonetta of all characters in there.
Punch Hopper!
I'm Punch Hopper.
Well, with a name like that, I gotta give it a try.
I love him. Proto Luigi wants to know, do you guys play Marvel vs. Capcom? I used to play it a lot with my brother. We never really played it together too much, though.
That's not Gokai Silver.
No.
Yeah, I, mostly played the original Marvel vs. Capcom on the Dreamcast a lot. Never got 2, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which sucks, because I know, like... I played it years later, of course, but, like, I feel like I missed out not playing it at the time, you know?
Yeah. I played a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and, 3.
Yeah, and then, with 3, like, I was legit really hyped about 3 finally coming out.
Yeah.
And I got it, and we played it for a few days, and then I got good enough at it that I could always beat Kalen at it, and then he didn't want to play anymore, and then I never played it again.
Because you made him sad!
And I made Kalen sad. And that's kind of how, that was the life cycle of fighting games for me.
And now I barely play them with you because you always beat me, and it makes me sad.
Well... Ooh. That animation quality, though.
I love it.
Oh, shit!
He's giving you the hot foot.
He's got the spicy foot!
Oh, coming!
Wait a minute.
Oh my. That was cool! Kamen CJ says you should be able to charge your meter manually by pressing a button.
I'll see if I can figure that out. Pressing a button. I don't know where that button would be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no button seems to be charging the meter. But that's okay. I like how he channeled all of his power into his foot, and then delivered a big punch.
It's the feint, you know.
Yeah. He makes you think a big kick is coming.
Yeah. Ooh, I like how sassy his belt voice is. Yeah! Oh shit!
It stopped his heart. Like that's what happened.
Kamen CJ says that he sent you a control sheet, man.
Well, I can't look at the instruction manual one time and instantly memorize the controls. Thank you very much, B, to the Ryan TV? Rian TV?
I'm assuming Ryan.
Thank you very much, either way.
There's also Kick Hopper.
Kick Hopper does have a kick. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I picked Punch Hopper.
Yeah,
Wasn't
you
that
did.
the guy's name?
Punch
So that makes sense.
I'm Kick Hopper.
You're Bugenhagen.
Yeah, I'm Bugenhagen.
Okay, let's just try hitting these buttons. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
That one. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Every time that menu pops up, it kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with who did I like? The one you told me to play as.
Hibiki?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what mode I'm playing here.
Meteor. Meteor's really cool. I really like him in Force.
Meteor looks cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he has a really... I got a SH figure art of him because I like his design. I don't know where it went, though.
Yes.
Let's do it. If he doesn't move, that means he did something... Uh-oh.
Oh, I think this might be training mode.
Oh, that makes sense. Well,
now I can hit buttons and... I swear, no button seems to be... Is it a click?
Ooh.
No, that...
Kamen CJ asks if it's a save file I sent you.
I didn't see a save file.
Oh.
It might have been a while back, though. I saw you asking me if I could find a save file, but I couldn't.
Oh yeah, Meteor is the Bruce Lee rider. It's great. He goes, Wata! That was my Wata.
Yes, I liked it. Man, like, look at that move, though.
And he was so angry.
Beautiful.
Until Gintaro got to his heart and became his friend. It's a beautiful story.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna main Hibiki.
Hibiki rolls!
Ooh, you can do it on the ground, too. Look at that. So, combo, you set him on fire, and then you do your climax move. Oh, wait, this is different. Oh, shit!
I didn't want to ruin it.
This is everything I've ever wanted. I'm so happy right now.
Isn't it great?
Kamen, right shoulder button jumps, left shoulder button doesn't appear to... Ooh, wait a minute.
Oh, a dashi.
Yeah, holding the left shoulder button and running makes me do this. Though I don't know... Ooh.
Oh, just push him off the stage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ring out.
Woo!
So the left button uses the boost.
Yes. Immediately.
Which, in my experience, should cause me to just like run through all of my opponents effortlessly. But apparently, it doesn't work like that here.
Dark Queen Spartan said, "How come a cruddy game no one cares about like Melee gets online, but not this?"
Right? Right?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, well, I was gonna say, can you do this in Melee? But yes, Bowser can do that.
But can you do it as a purple little demon man?
No, you can't. I had to see this one more time.
And can you do that?
You cannot do anything like that. Not even, and they say it's ultimate. Ultimate my ass, by God!
What about ZL and ZR? Inquires Kamen CJ.
No, they don't seem to do anything.
No, they don't. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Karate-chan.
Wait, he says what it is. He says training mode.
But oh. I thought he said it in Japanese.
I can at least understand that. Listen.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's listen
Yeah.
and see if we can figure out what these things are. Karate mode?
I don't know.
No clue.
No.
Superhero mode, it sounded like.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. Arcade mode.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
clear. Computer Tyson mode.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, that's actually rather helpful. So... Oh, that's
Superheroes mode.
That's option mode. So let's try superheroes mode. These maybe save files?
I
Yes.
don't know.
There were 3 of them and they were numbered.
blind. Oh.
Alright, let's I have no idea what to expect here.
Aww. This is so cute. I love it. I don't understand what you do, but I love it. Oh, I guess this is like the mission mode.
I guess.
Yeah, Kamen CJ said, I believe superhero mode is mission mode.
Right.
Whew.
I don't know who I'm playing as.
You're wizard.
Oh, right.
Kamen Rider wizard.
Is he related to Magi Ranger?
No,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That guy looks like a Beetleborg.
He did. He did.
I like the design of Wizard a lot, though.
Yeah, wizard looks
That's
really
pretty cool.
He uses rings to change forms, so he mostly kicks so he doesn't break the ring.
Look at that!
Yeah!
Oh, that's great.
It is.
Well, this stream is going to get copyrighted by Toei.
Yep. Oh, Kamen CJ says, by the way, on Discord, could you send me the link to where you... Oh. There he goes.
Yep.
Yeah, Wizard wasn't really that great of a Kamen Rider show. I didn't get very far in it. Besides the cool design, he didn't have much of a personality.
Hold on, thought I would know.
Yeah, but you should just agree with me.
Now I got a new mission unlocked.
And a new figure!
Oh my god, I would love this game if I knew more about Kamen Rider and could read Japanese.
I think it's awesome.
Like, I'm enjoying it a whole lot anyway. I'm just like,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I've been trying to get you to watch Kamen Rider with me for years.
All the things you can do with this?
We started watching 4s and you were like, bloop, 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 bloop. That was you dooting out of the room.
I did not do it out of the room.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Okay, I haven't tried O's yet. Let's do that.
You have been O's.
I fought O's.
Oh my god.
I didn't play O's. What color O's should I be?
Be blue.
Okay. I think that only counts for my super attack, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think it does too. His special form.
And this will probably be the last the last match, and then we'll move on to the final game of the evening.
Oh yeah, I remember the Kamen Rider Muso games.
Oh man, you know, I've always thought like a Super Sentai Muso game would be freaking perfect.
Yeah.
Like it's
like
such
that
a
has
natural concept, you know?
I feel like that has to be a thing.
I mean, is Kamen Rider just like significantly more popular than Super Sentai in Japan? Or do you know?
I mean, I've always felt like they were pretty similar in popularity. But I'm not sure. Especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm. That was neat.
That was he.
Oh, it was just the one round that time.
Oh.
All right, I think we'll call it a day there. But what do you think of this game?
Oh, I think it's really cool. They have like everybody.
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
I don't know when it came out, so I don't know like how far up it goes, but you know, it said like 2012 or something.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, let's like getting all of like
It
getting
looks like the latest one's Wizard.
yeah, getting that much of the entire series like all in one game and like
Yeah.
doing it like that much justice is really really cool.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for recommending Kamen, CJ.
Thank you. That was really fun.
We're gonna take a quick break, probably a little bit longer than the last one because we have to switch consoles.
Yeah. But we'll be right back.
But we'll be right back.
And then you guys get to see me flounder.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Geek Critique, starring me, Alicia, who has only ever been the only ever host of the Geek Critique.
Yeah, of course, this is your channel, baby.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys' love and support over the years. Today we're going to be playing Devil May Cry 5, the 5th game in the excellent Devil May Cry series.
Game was requested by Darkwing Spartan.
Oh, this game was requested by Darkwing Spartan.
And the message that Darkwing Spartan wanted you to read.
This one's for you, Alicia.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darkwing Spartan. Now, Devil May Cry is like one of my favorite series of all time. It just hits every single beautiful video game note for me. Oh, whoops, this is where I was playing early. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna play... second mission will be good. I don't know.
Oh, Lizard Lord 4K bringing the fire says, ah yes, the poor man's Bayonetta.
Oh, we would not have Bayonetta without Devil May Cry, so...
DMC came almost 10 years before.
Oh yeah, it's really weird that they just like didn't make a second one. It just goes 1 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5. It's really strange.
Maybe it's one of those things like there's Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 and then 7.
Yeah.
You know,
It's really weird.
It was just like 3 was enough of an upgrade over the first that they just skipped a number.
Yeah. I'm just gonna skip the cutscenes unless you guys want to see the cutscenes.
I want to hear Johnny Young Bosch. So I can talk about Adam, the Black Ranger.
I know, honey. Let's see. I already customized earlier, so.
But this is your channel,
We're
and
gonna
you'd already told me I can't talk about like Mighty Morphin Power Ranger specifically.
Pat, that's right. That's what I said. We are a character-driven action game / RPG channel now. So.
But primarily Persona.
Primarily Persona.
Primarily based around Persona.
It would be hard for me. I don't know. It'd be hard for me to say which one I like more, Bayonetta or Devil May Cry. I mean, I've played Devil May Cry since I was like a baby anime teen, so it's got a very special place in my heart.
A baby anime teen.
I was a baby anime teen.
Yeah, Devil May Cry was always one of those games that made me almost a little bit wish that I had a PS2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Alright.
It's like, ugh, PS2's the worst. But maybe that would be okay.
Here, I'll let you listen to Johnny Young Bosch.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch him just not say anything.
Yep, not a word.
Okay, I can do this. And I immediately fucked up the combo I was trying to do.
Darkwing Spartan says, I like DMC more than Bayonetta. It's easier to wrap your head around. And also says nobody plays DMC for the plot.
I play DMC.
You play everything for the plot.
I like unironically love Devil May Cry's story. I love Dante. I even love stupid baby Nero. Like, I don't know, it's just fun.
Yeah, I don't think the story is everything. I don't think I could ever get my head around the story, like some people can. But like, I enjoy the over the topness of its voice acting and the action of the cutscenes. You know.
And you know, I just love Dante as a character. He's so great. He's like, you know, he's your Uncle Dante.
That's what you always call him, yeah.
Because he's my Uncle Dante. There we go. That's what I was trying to do.
Man, you were so over the moon when this game was announced.
Yeah, I was, because I thought Devil May Cry died with DMC Devil May Cry.
Yeah, like for the first bit of the trailer, I remember she was so like the idea of this ever being able to happen was so outside the realm of possibility for you.
Yeah,
that you assumed it was a sequel to the bad one.
Yeah, until I saw Nero and my father Dante. And then I knew I was home.
Is he your father or your uncle? I'm confused.
He's my party uncle.
Okay, that's what I thought. Ooh, if I ever do if Alicia, of course, ever does a Devil May Cry season, that's a good name, Zega.
Devil May Critique.
Xeron. Yeah, Devil May Critique. Keymaster asks, what's your favorite Donkey Kong song? And since this is your channel now, I assume they're asking you.
The main theme.
From which game?
The first one.
Okay, that's a good choice. I'm surprised you didn't say the DK rap, though.
Oh, yeah, it's the DK rap, actually.
There you go. I would probably have to say it's Mining Melancholy. Always love that one.
Oh.
Darkwing Spartan says that reveal was like Donkey Kong Country Returns, yeah. And Lightspeed says, thanks to your retrospective, I finally picked up Metroid Zero Mission and Fusion. Thank you for the work you do. Well, thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed them. God, you are so much better at this game than me.
I'm not even that good.
But, like...
And now I'm like, nervous, so I'm even less good.
Like, you look like a max-level player compared
No,
to me.
I do not! You should see the shit that people pull off.
Like you said, you've been playing, like, spectacle fighters? Is that what you'd call this?
Yeah, I usually call them character-driven action games. But
in any case,
spectacle fighters.
You've been playing games like this pretty much ever since they became a genre.
Yeah, I have.
And
I started way back when with Devil May Cry 3 on the PS2.
And like I think you started playing them when you were young enough that it's like it's just kind of part of your muscle memory. You're like naturally good at this stuff.
I don't, like I said.
like that's how I feel anyway, watching you play it.
Well, thank you.
Like, whenever I try to play it, I feel like I get a little lost, and I kind of have to think a little too hard about what I'm doing.
I mean,
it's never gotten to the point that it just becomes, like, second nature to me.
It's just, like, one of those genres that you kind of just have to play to get better at, you know? Like, they're made to be replayed. Come here, Jimmy.
Somebody asked, what are you playing this on? We're playing this on the Xbox One, via Game Pass.
Yeah.
This is a Game Pass game.
Oh, I hate these ones. They just move around.
Gotta let it out, gotta let it out.
Sword has upon me, clenching its power, trying to break free. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out. And, oh my god, Devil May Cry's music is just so fun.
Yeah, I use this song in my workout mix, actually.
Yeah. Thank you.
I've moved the cat.
I don't know, I feel like I have an easier time, like, flowing with it when I play Bayonetta. I don't know. Something about it just... I don't know. It's hard for me to put into words. Devil May Cry, I feel like there's, like, a lot more going on.
As compared to what?
Bayonetta.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Sorry, I was just looking at Darkwing Spartans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it there before you do, V.
That's V. Who knew?
Man, he even looks a little bit like Johnny Yonkosh.
Yeah, I like his look in this game better than Devil May Cry 4. I mean, I like Nero a lot. I even liked him back in Devil May Cry 4 when everybody didn't like him because he wasn't Dante, so... He's just a little shit.
Happens a lot in video games, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then it doesn't help that when you do get to play as Dante, he's, like, perfect, so... Oh, yeah, DMC does, I don't know, but see, like, when I'm playing Devil May Cry, now I try to use 2 buttons, because I'm so used to it from Bayonetta.
Oh, yeah, a lot of times when you play any sort of 3D action game like this...
Yeah, I start trying to play it like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta.
You either play it like Devil May Cry or Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And you, like, try to dodge around in circles around them.
Yeah. Because that's just what I'm used to doing.
Yeah.
You know? These kinds of games kind of just train you to play that way.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to how whenever I play a game, like, I want there to be a jump button.
Yeah.
And I just sort of think of things in those terms.
And I want there to be a lock on and a fucking dodge roll.
Oh yeah, what were you playing a while back that it was driving you crazy that you didn't have a lock on?
Oh god, what? No, it was, I don't think
Spider-Man annoyed you a little bit because of stuff like because
yeah,
of something
because I
like
kept
that.
trying to play. Yeah.
Because you kept trying to play it like it was one of these.
Yeah. Hey, get back here. No, get back here.
Main thing I think of when it comes to Bayonetta though is like when shortly before the Wii U came out, they announced that a sequel to Bayonetta was coming and it was going to be exclusive for the Wii U because like Nintendo was funding it.
Yeah, which is part of the reason why I got a Wii U.
And people were so salty that they would have to buy a little baby Nintendo system.
I was just happy it was happening.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It wouldn't have happened at all without Nintendo, so. But at least now people can get it on Switch.
Yeah.
Dodge Souls, yeah. So being that this is Alicia's channel now, if you guys have any questions for her specifically, let me know and I'll read them out.
Yeah, if you want to hear my dumb opinions.
So she can experience the joy of trying to be good at video games while also thinking of which Smash Brothers characters she wants.
And this takes a lot of power.
Yep.
Yeah, photo finish.
Lightspeed says the only spectacle action game that didn't hook me was the original God of War. What are your thoughts on God of War?
I don't know. God of War is a lot more simple than Devil May Cry. I never played a lot of the original God of Wars. They just weren't my thing for obvious reasons, probably. Right. But I played the newest God of War, and it's like it felt so much like it wanted to be like a deeper action game. And I feel like it got closer than a lot of the original ones, but I mean, God of War's fun. I'm not gonna like knock anybody who likes it.
This again?
I don't have it, do I? No. But there's just not a lot of depth to it, which is fine because I don't think it's trying to be like super deep.
Oh, talking about stuff like this, like Platinum games, Devil May Cry.
Oh my god.
Reminds me, like, man, if this can happen, we could eventually get another Beautiful Joe, right?
Oh my god, the fact that this game happened. Holy shit.
If we can get this, we can get Beautiful Joe 3.
I never thought. Oh my god, if I run in here one more time.
This same thing happened to me when I played it.
Like,
I got so lost right here.
I literally just played this level earlier. Like, goddamn.
Okay. All right, we got some questions for you. Let's see.
Okay.
This will be a good one. Have you played No More Heroes?
I have. I love No More Heroes.
Yeah.
I love, I really love No More Heroes. Another one of those games that isn't as deep technically, but the style and the weirdness of it makes up for it.
I've seen some of the cutscenes, and
yeah.
some really funny stuff happens there. Are you excited for Persona 5 Scramble or chomping at the bit for it?
I'm not, like, too excited for Persona 5 Scramble. I mean, I'll play it because it's Persona, and I got that addiction, but... I mean, I'm just kind of disappointed that they were just porting Persona 5 to the Switch, I guess. I don't know. Or, porting, 3 or 4, or, you know.
Or all of them.
Or all of them, yeah.
Put them all on Switch. You know what needs to be on Switch?
What?
Every video game.
That's right. Well, especially, like, 3 and 4, because you know what? Persona 4 Golden, well, now it's on Steam, but it was on just the Vita for a while, so not too many people got to play it. And 3 was only on the PS2, so, you know.
All right, have you played Wonderful 101?
I have! I like Wonderful 101 a lot. It's another one of those games that's, like, really weird and technical, but you just kind of play it until it clicks with you, and then it feels really good.
Yeah, I played the demo on the Wii U, and, like, that's what I've always heard about it. Like, it's gonna feel real clunky until you get it.
It feels real weird.
But once you get it, it's said to be a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's a game I've been meaning to go back to for a long time.
with it getting ported to like more modern platforms, I've been planning to buy it on PC eventually for a while now.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently there were talks of Capcom wanting to team with Platinum for Okami 2, but nothing has come from it so far.
That would have been really sick.
And,
I mean, after fucking Nier Automata happened, I believe anything can happen.
And
after Nier Automata and Devil May Cry 5, yeah, I believe anything can happen. Those are like 2 of my dream games, and I got to have them.
Darkwing says Persona 5 is the only game I know of where people want a Switch port more than a proper sequel.
I know! No, I mean, of course I'd want a proper sequel.
Well, I guess a proper sequel feels kind of inevitable.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Persona's such a fucking moneymaker. Like, of course there's gonna be a Persona 6, like, no question about it.
I want a sequel to Sega Gaga.
Oh, I know you do.
Yeah. And I want it to actually be localized. Did you like Astral Chain?
I did like Astral Chain. I haven't beaten it yet, though. Another one I need to get back to. Ah, fucking hell. Oh, I don't know what I was trying to do there.
See, I didn't even know you made a mistake.
Oh.
It's fun to just watch you play this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Somebody asks, are you going to make new Power Rangers game reviews one day?
I'll get around to it one day. You know, always keep the door open.
And the gimmick here is that because Elise is playing,
Yes.
She runs the Geek Critique now.
That's alright.
As far as Power Rangers goes, honestly, I've had footage gathered, and I made footage and I wrote a script for like a second part of some of the game's post Zeo, but the Zeo video did quite poorly because nobody cares about Power Rangers after Mighty Morphin. Unfortunately.
Which is a shame.
So I don't know if I'm ever going to get around to actually doing anything with that. Or if I did, what I would probably do is go back and make a video about some Power Rangers games and talk about some of them that I technically already have and just do a little more in-depth stuff on them. And then include some of the later ones too. Like maybe if I can bundle it with Mighty Morphin, then people will care.
Yeah. But it is a shame that people don't care so much.
They just didn't have near. I mean, as much as some fans like them, they didn't none of them had anywhere near the same cultural impact.
Yeah.
Are nearly as well known as the original. One of those cases where first installment wins.
Yeah.
Have you played the new Sakura Wars?
No, I've never actually played Sakura Wars.
I don't even know what genre it is. I couldn't tell you anything about it.
God, you know, I don't really know either. I'm so sorry. I've never played it. Because I'm a criminal.
And Darkwing says he'd love to see us play Devil May Cry 3 co-op someday.
Oh yeah, that'd be really fun.
Is that local? Would we need 2 copies of it?
I think it's local. I've never
Considering it was originally a PS2 game, it's probably local.
Oh, these ninny hammers.
Yeah.
Again, it's fine. I don't need to see your little cutscene. I don't need to see your little cutscene.
Oh, I don't think it's that bizarre, Flame Guy. It's just that
Oh.
It's pretty understandable. Like, Power Rangers does have a surprisingly large dedicated fan base, but outside of that fan base, the only series that ever made any sort of an impact at all in the mainstream was Mighty Morphin.
But then there's other ones that were popular.
Not like that.
I mean, I guess.
Not to the point that they got theatrical movie releases, although they sure tried with Turbo.
Yeah.
And stage shows and most things can only be a fad one time.
Yeah.
Pokemon remains extremely, extremely popular and is still way more culturally relevant than Power Rangers is.
Yeah.
But it's still a case where that first gen was just so much bigger than anything else that that's always going to be the one that people know first.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, Nero. You tell him. Oh, I've been forgetting to rev my sword.
Second to Sanshiro would be disappointed in me for not knowing about Sakura Wars. Well, it's a tactical RPG like Fire Emblem. No wonder I don't know about it.
I did not know it was a technical RPG. I'm so sorry. I'm the worst.
Second to Sanshiro can be disappointed in me. I'm fine with that.
No, just stand to the moon. There we go.
And apparently to play co-op mode, we would require playing through the game twice.
Yeah.
Because you need save data with both characters.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I love Nico. She's great.
Oh, apparently Sakura Wars was originally a tactical RPG / dating sim, but the PS4 reboot is a mecha beat-em-up / dating sim.
Ooh!
That sounds like a genre combination I can get behind. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm going in there. I'm gonna look at stuff. I don't think I really need to upgrade anything right now, but hey. I got a lot of red orbs. Sup, Nico? I've gotten all the combos because that's what I always get first. Oh, I know what I want to get.
Yeah, before we got on stream, she insisted that she needed to go practice and unlock some combos and make sure she was brushed up on it.
I didn't want everyone to think I was terrible.
She wanted to do well. Okay, Kamen CJ, have fun getting your PC set up.
Oh, have a good time. Have fun.
That's really fun stuff.
Who wants to see me get my ass kicked by this boss? Ba-doo.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is one from the demo.
Yeah. I got him my first try the first time I played. So let's see what happens this time.
Oh, got a super chat from Sestef, I think? Thank you very much. They say, I wanted to say thanks for getting me into Metroid. And thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's,
No!
It's funny how the series that chronicled me getting into Metroid
Yeah.
seems to have also gotten other people into Metroid. But, as much as I've enjoyed the series, I'm really glad that, that's exposing it to other people too.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Kamen. Have a good one.
Oh, he broke my arm! That is just rude! No!
Nerdy Cat says they're surprised Pokemon has lasted as long as it has.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, I never really thought of it that way, but I guess this is something that that King K touched on in his analysis of Red and Blue.
Yeah.
And you know, Red and Blue was like well before his time, well before he was playing games. But like he sort of understood like what's special about this series is that like
You punched me in the head one more time.
like whether you grew up with Red and Blue or Black and White or Gold and Silver or X and Y, like as a kid it's gonna be sort of the same sort of magical experience for you. And I think that's really helped.
It's just such a good idea. Like, of course every kid wants to run away from home and be a Pokemon trainer, you know?
Pokemon is one of those series that not a lot of people seem to get into after they're kids.
Yeah,
and
I can see why, though.
And I think that
As much as I love Pokemon.
Yeah, same here.
I don't want it there!
Darkwing says, fighting this guy in the demo is when I knew I had to play this game.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like, seriously, this game was such a dream for me. Like, I still can't believe it actually happened.
And Sestef says, will this be a VOD? Yeah, there's a playlist on the channel called TGC Live.
Ooh, gotta get
And
that
these videos are unlisted because otherwise they would, you know, muck up the main channel feed. But
You're rude, you are mean, and I don't like you. But I do like your little fluffy tail.
But streams are always added to that playlist. Oh yeah, Darkwing Spartans, and explaining exactly that now.
Oh, okay. That's good. Ah! Oh my god. This is not where I'm gonna go down, buddy.
FlameGuy21 says, I'm more surprised Pokemon is still as big as it is. You'd think the popularity would have died at some point. Well, I think it's true that, like, until Sword and Shield, every new game, every new main main generation of games
We still in, boys!
would sell.
We still in, boys! Give me that other light, please!
We got two different conversations going
Sorry.
on here. I'm discussing
panicking.
the intricacies of Pokemon.
Yes, he broke the center! Oh no!
Oh, he got you.
He got my ass. That's okay.
Oh, you're fine. You're still on
I
it.
can, yeah, I'll just spin some. I'll jump in.
There you go.
There we go. Sorry, I'm a bad gamer, you guys.
But yeah, I have heard that until Sword and Shield, every main series Pokemon game had sold worse than the previous generation.
Yeah.
But it still maintained, like, an extremely, extremely high, like, level of cultural presence, as seen by Pokemon Go in 2016, for instance. Like, I don't think that the series has ever even remotely been unprofitable.
I'm not a mere human. I'm the cool boy Nero. I'm Dante's sidekick.
Oh, Sword and Shield was, like, the first Pokemon game in, like, probably since Black and White, so in about 10 years, that most of my friends had actually gotten into and stuck with and played.
Oh, we in, boys! I accidentally ran into a life orb, so we in, boys! No, 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 no.
Oh, man, you were so close.
That's okay.
Like, I can see where the hardcores are coming from, saying the franchise is pretty stagnant, but it kind of always has been to a degree. And you know, we all really enjoyed Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, I love Sword. It was the first Pokemon game I've beat in a very long time.
Yeah, you're one of the people I was talking about.
Ah, fucking hell. You are not. You are dead, Bucko. Yes.
Freaking got him.
Oh.
Oh, Sun and Moon was extremely meh for me. Sun and Moon is the first Pokemon game that I didn't finish.
Yeah.
My God.
I didn't finish that one either, and I played it a lot.
I couldn't, like, God, like 15 hours in, and it was still just such a chore. I was like, nope.
That is.
That's enough of that. I have heard the post game's really good, and it ends up being really good, but I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. I don't know, just the story, like, I love story in video games.
Yeah.
But just the story in that one is just too much. Oh, V, you Chris Angel motherfucker. V is so weird to play as, too, but I really like him.
Oh, yeah, I think that's how far I've gotten. Like, I played one level as V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not very far.
That's pretty far. Give me credit.
I'm judging you.
I'm not good at video games.
You're great at video games. I gave him a little pokey poke.
This stream is rated M for mature.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Should I skip cutscenes? Should I let it play? I don't know what the protocol is.
I don't mind. Like, multiple people in the chat now have said that Black and White are the best. I actually liked Black 2 and White 2 better.
Oh, Black 2 and White 2 was the last Pokemon game I beat before Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
so yeah.
No, that goes for everybody that I know.
I know! I loved Black.
Yeah.
And I got Black 2 as well. Clipot. Cliplot. I never... Clifot. Clifot. I'm trying to say it.
What would you say is your favorite Pokemon game, though?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, probably Silver, because that's what I played as a little baby.
Yeah, mine is Blue, because that's what I played as a little baby.
Because that's a little baby.
We need to find out. If Dante's alive, we'll save him. If not, we don't.
Let's see.
First, we need to...
Somebody says they started watching Power Rangers this year.
Wow.
And apparently, I guess they didn't grow up with it.
Oh.
Oh, they own a copy of the SNES fighting game from their childhood, but didn't remember the show at all, and they're at Season 3 of Mighty Morphin right now. That's cool.
Nice.
It would be quite an experience. Like, it's an experience watching that show as an adult no matter what.
Yeah.
But I wonder how it would hold up without that like, the charm of that it exudes because of nostalgia goggles.
Yeah. Okay, this one's a long one, so I'm gonna skip it.
Okie dokie.
Sorry if I made anyone sad.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. At least every gamer that I knew had a DS.
Yeah. I mean, I had like 3, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, should I play the next level?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Karate-chop.
16-Bit Kid says my favorite is the obscure TCG one for GBC. That's TGC. Or wait, that's TCG, not TGC.
Yes.
TGC, that's us.
That's, yeah.
TCG, that's something else. Wow. No, I've actually beaten, like, every couple of years it seems like I'll pick up the Game Boy Color trading card game and just, like, make a Haymaker deck and barrage my way through it and have a pretty good time with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna equip some new devil arms. More devil breakers. Oh, I ain't got shit. Need to buy some. I like Overture a lot.
Somebody says they mostly played the spin-off Pokemon games more than the mainline ones, like Mystery Dungeon and Ranger.
Ooh, I love Punchline.
I didn't know anybody who had any opinion whatsoever on Mystery Dungeon or Ranger.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, like, almost everyone who liked, like, that era of spin-off games was probably younger than us.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So...
Get everybody in here.
Get in all your hands.
There we go. There's my handsies. Alright. Now we're ready to move on.
Some Half-Baked Meme suggests somebody could make a TGC game on Game Boy Color.
Yeah, it'd be you saying superannuated.
I don't know, like, in what format.
Press the A button to say superannuated.
Would it be like a digital voice? Because I don't know how
Yeah,
well the Game Boy...
it'd be you doing a little thumbs up and be like, superannuated.
I don't know how well the Game Boy Color can use samples like that.
superannuated.
Superannuated.
Well, I guess it'd be like superannuated. I was trying to sound like a Game Boy Advance.
No, Game Boy Color.
I mean Game Boy Color. You know what I mean?
Somebody says, a Greek critique live stream. My life is complete. Well, thank you very much.
We're glad to have you.
Somebody says, are you live often? Yeah, we do this at least once a month because of the stream team.
Yeah, and we want to do it more.
We would like to do it more, yes.
Oh my. There I go.
Yeah, Flame Guy 21. Like love of mystery dungeon seems to go with a very seems to almost exclusively correlate with a very specific age range. Maybe it's a little bit like the Pokemon series itself, in that most of the people who appreciate them like seem to have got into them when they were kids. But geez, I don't think mystery dungeon games started coming out until I was like 16 or something.
Yeah.
And they reviewed really poorly, which probably also kept people who would, who would care enough to read reviews away from them. But obviously they are very, very much beloved. Considering one of them just got a remake on the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody asked if you were to live stream more, which games would you want to stream? I talked about this a little bit last night, but I've always thought it would be fun to do, like, post-season streams. Like, maybe play, like, give some time to every 2D Metroid game and sort of, like, reflect back on, like, the episodes that I made on them and, like, what I think of them now and stuff like that. And take questions about them. That'd be a good time.
I got a blue orb.
Yeah!
Because I'm the best gamer. Where the fuck do I go?
I don't know where you go.
Oh no, I'm the worst gamer.
Well, you didn't play this level earlier, did you?
No.
Oh man.
But I've played it in the. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, I'm dumb.
No, I remember when I played this. Like all the places that you keep getting stuck at for a little bit, I got stuck at for about 5 times as long. So don't worry.
That makes me feel better.
I'm really bad at navigating in 3D. As those of you who remember the Metroid Prime series will know.
Oh my
god! Somebody asked, how do you feel about reproduction carts? See, it's a little bit of a tough thing because, like, carts like that are often used to, like, for example, sell like there's places on eBay where you can just buy a cart of Sonic Mega Mix, and like, I guess the thing is like none of that revenue goes to like Sega or to the people who made the hack, so they're often they're in a little bit of a gray area sometimes. That said, I suppose if it's something particularly obscure or that's been out of print for a long time, it's pretty harmless. Especially as long as, it properly identifies the fact that it is, in fact, a reproduction cart. I remember a few years ago I found what I thought was a really good deal on Metroid Fusion.
Oh, no!
Remember that?
That was such a sad story.
And I got it, and it was very, very, very obviously...
Yeah.
Like, the front cover artwork was like
completely. It was like what was it?
It was a distorted picture of the box art.
Yeah, it was like all stretched out.
It was like
shit.
Stretched out to the.
It was really
the length
funny.
of the length of a GBA sticker.
And like, didn't you message the guy and like as soon as he just didn't say anything and just refunded your money?
Yes.
Like you know what you did.
Yeah, so that's my copy of Metroid Fusion to this day, and it works perfectly. It saves perfectly. It still connects with Metroid Prime via the GBA link cable. It sure seems real, but all you have to do is look at it and know that it's not.
Yeah. It's really funny, though.
Somebody says, I just started Metroid Prime and not having dual stick controls is a pain. Yeah, that was a lot more, like, that control scheme would not have been all that, was still pretty common in 2002. I think dual stick, like, dual analog aiming had just come into its own the previous year. With like Halo had really popularized it, but I know what you mean. Going back to it now, it takes a lot of getting used to. I think like remember to use the lock-on, because the lock-on is kind of like a big part of, like, you don't really necessarily need to have super good aiming in Metroid Prime because you got that lock-on. Or if it bothers you too much, just try the Prime Trilogy version, because then you can use the Wiimote and nunchuck controls, and those are
Yeah,
great.
that's really nice. Hello, it's me. I'm here.
Although that being said, maybe eventually we'll actually hear something about Prime Trilogy coming to Switch.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh no!
Darkwing Spartan says, I cannot go back to the GCN version of Prime 1 and 2. The Wii controls are so good.
Oh, there we go.
The Wii controls are really good, but, like, I think I don't know. I'm fine with the GameCube. I'm fine with the GameCube controls, too, honestly. I legit have always really loved, like, switching beams with the C-stick. That just works so naturally, and it's always felt to me like the control scheme of Prime 1 and 2 were so meticulously designed for the GameCube controller that it works out fine on it.
Oh yeah. I don't remember of ever having a problem with it.
Somebody asks, do you prefer the GameCube or the original Xbox controller? I assume you mean the Duke, but either way, definitely the GameCube.
Stop moving!
Like, the GameCube controller nowadays feels a little bit outdated just in, like, because even though it has two analog sticks, it doesn't really emphasize both. Like, these two analog sticks aren't equal, you know what I mean? But aside from games that, like, I guess shooters that really need that second analog stick to be, like, really, really, really good, at least when it comes to 3D games, the GameCube controller is still probably my favorite one. Love the big chunky A button. Love the analog triggers. Love the fact that it's popular enough with Melee enthusiasts that it's been compatible with like 4 generations of Nintendo hardware now.
Oops. Oh my god. I'm too fast!
Flame Guy says, if we get a Prime Trilogy HD, my only concern is that the Wii controls are gone. Dual stick plus gyro would be good enough. Yeah, I agree. As long as it has gyro, I'll be okay. I would really, like, if it could do the split Joy-Con thing, and you could still use it as a pointer, like, I think that would be possible, but it still probably wouldn't be as good as the Wii, because of the, like, lack of sensor bar. But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Should I go backwards? Oh no! Oh no!
Obsessive Gaming says compliments you and says this is impressive.
Oh really? Thank you. I really don't think I'm that great. And I'm nervous, so I keep fucking up.
You're doing amazing! Everyone loves you!
Don't you ever lie to me again!
Tell Alicia she's doing great!
No, you don't have to do that.
Well, I mean, if you think she's doing great.
Yes, I to be honest. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
Mackenzie Peters says, hey Josh, dumb question, but what was your most disappointing console? Didn't we get a question sort of like this yesterday, too?
I think we did.
Yeah.
That's a good question, though.
And I was kind of like, well, you know, I think I've ended up enjoying something on every console I've ever gotten. Having said that, I guess it's a little bit of a cheat, because is this really a console? Probably the Gamecom.
Aw.
Because it was sold so much. It was sold like it was this incredibly capable, incredibly futuristic. It was sort of marketed similarly to what the PSP would actually be, where it's so much more like capable, and like it has more of a media focus, and it can do all these cool things. But the technology just wasn't actually there in 1997, and even if it had been, Tiger Electronics was not going to be the company that could give it to you.
No.
So, I was like, oh, heck yeah, the Gamecom. That's what I want. That's what I want for Christmas. And my cousin and I both got one. I think we played it for like, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe occasionally.
I don't know, I've never really been disappointed with the console. Like, I've kind of, like, gotten what I wanted, you know?
A Darkwing Spartan says, I for one think you're great, Alicia.
Oh, thanks, Darkwing Spartan.
Draft 23 says, she is doing better than I could do.
I'll take it!
Half-Baked Meme says, I don't know how you are doing.
I'll take that too!
And Mackenzie says, for me, the most disappointing console was the Wii U. I can see why a lot of people would feel that way.
Yeah, I wasn't, like, okay, I got the Wii U for Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2, and I've loved both of those, so, you know.
I got the Wii
No regrets.
I got the Wii U to play Nintendo platformers and Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as it could do that,
Yeah,
like, anything else was gravy.
I wasn't even disappointed in the Vita. Like, I've been playing my Vita today.
Yeah, you've been playing a lot lately.
Like, I love my Vita. The only way I'm disappointed in it is that it didn't get more support, you know?
Lizard Lord says, the Wii U hurts me to remember, and I bought the thing on its release date.
Oh.
Oh, I remember its release date. Oh, me and Kaylin both got one. We got a bunch of snacks.
Oh,
We stayed up all night playing it.
that sounds delightful.
It was a great time.
Oh, it's Bimmy and Jimmy over here. Damn it.
Bimmy to Jimmy suplex. Flame Guy says the closest thing I've had to a disappointing system is the Vita. But I won it in a school raffle, so I'm not complaining.
Oh.
Oh man,
That's
that
not
was
bad.
hell yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of games left that are Wii U exclusive that haven't been ported to Switch. That realistically could be ported to Switch, you know?
Yeah.
Or haven't been ported to something else anyway.
Yeah, you were not wrong.
Like, of course, I think Mario 3D World is probably the biggest one at this point. Either that or like the Zelda remakes, but those were remakes anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a port of a remake, but you know.
Yeah. Which one did I open? Oh god.
Mackenzie Peter says, I was very disappointed with the Wii U. Star Fox Zero was the last straw. I've talked about Star Fox Zero before.
Yeah, you really like Star Fox Zero, but I did not like Star Fox Zero.
Oh, I got into it. I
did not care for it.
like there for a while. I was like playing through the entire arcade mode every day, just getting better and better at it. Star Fox Zero had a really, really, really steep learning curve in that you weren't really going to get your head around the game until you'd beaten the entire thing at least twice.
Yeah.
And by then, like, how much more replayability is it really going to have for most people after that?
Yeah.
Lizard Lord says, I'm only waiting for Xenoblade Chronicles X and Fatal Frame 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chronicles X, you played that a while back. That game has some incredible music.
Yeah, I do. I'm honestly shocked it hasn't been ported yet.
And let's see here, what else we got?
Oh, shit.
Hardware-wise, Game Gear are Lynx. I never actually played a Lynx. I think it was, like, the Lynx was just a little bit before my time. Like, that's the thing. I was sort of thinking about this earlier today. Like, when it comes to dedicated Sega fans, especially in the US, like, you know, most of them got their start with the Genesis. And most of them got their Genesis before 1994. So I always felt like I was, like, one of the youngest Sega fans on the internet.
Yeah.
But, you know, by, like, 94, it seemed like... Like, I'm sure that stuff like the Lynx was still technically, or the TurboGrafx 16, stuff like that, were still on store shelves, but I don't really remember seeing them at the time. And it's probably just because, like, I didn't know anybody who had one, and I didn't know any of the games on it, but... Sure knew the Game Gear, though. Had a lot of stuff for that.
Yeah.
Exclusively Sonic games, though. Let's see. Ian says, Star Fox Zero was a neat gimmick, but man, didn't it take a bit to get used to? Yeah, it did. Like, I remember when that first night we were playing the Wii U and playing Nintendo Land, and we were like, man, like these seem like really cool little proofs of concept for like ideas that could eventually become much bigger games and much better fleshed out games.
Yeah.
And then like no developers ever really took advantage of that or capitalized on that for the most part.
I don't know, I just feel like Star Fox Zero was like super complicated just for the sake of being complicated.
Oh, but I disagree.
That's what it felt like to me.
No, I
didn't
know.
feel
I understand.
intuitive.
It doesn't feel intuitive, that's for sure.
No.
But that's because like it just doesn't play like any other game.
Ow.
Like getting my head around it reminded me of playing Mario 64 for the first time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nearly as revolutionary as Mario 64. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, I know.
But like learning to control a character in a 3D environment. And, like, learning to, like, use an analog thumbstick. Like, I remember when I couldn't walk across a bridge without falling off of it in Mario 64.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, you stick with it over time, and it makes more sense. And then you start to see, like, the possibilities. Like, you know, at first, quite frankly, you know, you'd be like, man, I wish I could just use the D-pad for some of this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, like...
Break everything that's breakable.
Having said that, the way to play Star Fox Zero is not to ever actually look at the gamepad, but just to hit the minus button to swap the gamepad view onto your TV. Because trying to look at both at the same time is indeed very difficult to wrap your head around.
I remember this weirdo.
Like, dual-screen gaming worked a lot better with the DS than it ever did with the Wii U, because both screens were always within your line of sight. And I think that was one problem with the Wii U.
Ha! I broke one of your death scissors!
Tails Adventure is very underrated. Somebody says, I need a bigger gun.
I need a bigger gun. Wow!
Yeah, exactly. Star Fox Zero was like controlling a separate turret on your R-Wing. And that's kind of how you would eventually, like I said, after playing the entire game at least two times or so, that's how you'd eventually start to think about it. Like, you could sort of, like, bank off in one direction and then tilt the gamepad way over to the other direction. And, like, still shoot things that are way off, like, way out of your view. But, you know, the default view looked like Star Fox 64, so people wanted to play it like Star Fox 64, and I get that.
I don't know, it
just wasn't set up to be played that way, and if you tried, you were gonna have a bad time.
It just felt very strange to me. I could never get into it. But that's my damage.
Darkwing, I think that, like, a lot of games with gyro controls have a button like that. Like, Splatoon has it, and it works fine.
Yeah.
It's just something sort of inherent to, like, to gyro controls that you need a button to reset. Like reset the center axis. Star Fox 64 is good, I agree. Somebody says, that enemy reminds me of Scissor Man from Clock Tower.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, it was an inspiration.
But I think once you finish this level, we'll
Yeah.
we'll call it a night.
Obsessively get every orb.
So if you guys have any more questions or comments for either me or Alicia, let us know. Yeah, shooting down Pigma while his intro cutscene was still playing. Yeah, that was great in 64 too. Like, you could skip the Star Wolf intro scenes. Can't let you do that, Star Fox! And you've, like, already killed 2 of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you very much, Mackenzie Peters.
Thank you!
Star Fox Zero
You
Control.
hero, you.
Star Fox Zero controls were the only part of the only part of the problem for me. The biggest problem is that I was upset it wasn't continuing from Assault. Yeah, it kind of rebooted again. Like like Star Fox 64 was already like a retelling of the original Star Fox, and now here's a retelling of it again. And like, like I kind of get it because 64 is the most well known, but yeah, I really enjoyed Assault, like way more than I thought I would when I rented it back in the day.
This boss ruined my life.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
It's
I think
really cool, but
I think I got stuck here for a while too.
yeah.
But again, thank you very much, Mackenzie.
Thank you, Mackenzie. You hero, you. Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord, oh lord. Oh, you're just very rude.
Oh, you get kills over that bit in Shadow. Yeah, like legit. That was exactly my experience playing Shadow this time. Is that like I had all these notes like whining about how dumb the progression structure was and all this stuff, and then like I was thinking about it at some point while I was playing and like looking at the progression menu, and I was like, oh, I know what they were trying to do. and then it kind of made me mad because like it's such a good idea for like adding replayability and more longevity to a Sonic game. And, like, incentivizing people to replay the stages over and over again to, like, unlock all the different levels and all the different missions and stuff. But...
Of course.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate when that happens.
I just made a bad call.
But, like, the critical reception to that whole era of Sonic games, like, poisoned everything about them. And so, like, the consensus among like fans and the mainstream critics and even Sega themselves apparently was that these ideas these ideas were bad. It's not the execution that was the problem.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Yeah,
I hate that becomes like, oh my god, y'all don't stop. Ha! Oh.
And I think as much like unrest as there is in the Sonic fandom right now, what it really comes down to is that like people just don't want to feel like the series is like being is being held back by like the failures of like 15 plus years ago. And I can't get behind everything they say, but I can definitely get behind that one. Yeah, a game with the same structure as Shadow that's actually good. That's the thing.
Fucking hell. Oh, this is gonna go very poorly for me.
The most obscure handheld I've owned might be the Gamecom or the Nomad. Or I don't know if the R-Zone counts as a game console, but I had one of those. The most obscure home console I owned was definitely, this one's easy, the JVC XI. I don't have it anymore because it broke and I traded it away to a guy who, like, would know how to fix it. Back when, and this was like when I was, probably like 14. But yeah, I had a JVC XI for a while, which is, like, Sega licensed the Genesis, like, system to JVC, who made a all-in-one hybrid console of both the Genesis and the Sega CD. And it was pretty cool. Incredibly expensive now. Like, my god. I found it used for $35. In, like, 2001.
Oh god, oh god. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I'm fine!
Somebody asks, who is your favorite Sonic character? Mine is Sonic. Who's yours?
Tails-chan.
Tails-chan, okay.
Stop it, you little piece of poo-poo! I don't know why I keep forgetting I can shoot them with my gun.
Somebody asked, what are your hopes for the Metroid series this year? Considering it's been since January 2019 now, I would hope to hear something about Prime 4. And, you know, as I said at the end of the Samus Returns video, be really nice to hear something about, like, a new 2D Metroid game. And a new 2D Metroid game. I mean, if we get a remake of Super, I'm gonna play it and I'll probably love it. But I'd really rather just have something new at this point.
Yeah.
The JVC XI could not play 32X games. Although, you could connect a 32X to it, and it would still work. It's just, the 32X's shape caused it to cover up the CD drive, so you couldn't eject CDs while the 32X was on there.
Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry, baby. I didn't even realize you were there.
Mackenzie says, hey Josh, I love Sega. I love they are starting to embrace their past more. For a long time, it seemed like they were ashamed of their past that wasn't Sonic. Yeah, that's why Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed was such a treat. But yeah, I know what you mean. Streets of Rage 4, Panzer Dragoon. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good old Sega stuff is coming out again.
Oh, nobody needs to see the naked lady.
No. Thank you for remembering that, because I didn't. Woo!
Oh, man. That boss took me way more times than that the first time, so... Improvement.
And half-baked memes, we are already, like, freaking... third part, like a licensed SpongeBob game just got a remake.
Yeah.
We are in the GameCube nostalgia wave right now.
Anything's possible. Well, I hope I didn't play so terribly that you guys hate it.
I loved it. I was having a great time.
Well, good. I'm glad you got more of a chance to talk to the people. Ooh. Oh, that's when you start to get... Well, anyway.
Okay. All right, it's been a good time. Thank you to our Patreon backers for basically sponsoring the stream, giving us games to play.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's been a good time.
It's been a great time.
And thank you to everyone for sticking with us and super chatting and chatting in general and asking questions.
Chat.
It's been a great time. We're ending this stream with you, and you're not thinking about making me sleep outside. So
yeah, that's different. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed everything.
Even a Billy Hatcher sequel. Boy, that would be wild.
That would be wild. But really, anything's possible.
I think we're gonna go scrounge up some food.
Yeah. Y'all know we always hungry at the end of a stream.
It takes it out of you. It's weird. All right, so you're the geek critique now.
Oh, yes,
you
that's
own the
me.
channel.
I'm the geek critique.
So lead us out here.
All right. You keep geeking,
and we'll keep critiquing. Thank
Have
you,
a good
everyone.
night, everybody. Drink some water.